How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with the semi-finals of the UBL, as this week your Bristol Drifloons go up against Vepsis and his Helsinki Hydreigons. Vepsis is a player who we have never beaten. We've played 2 or 3 times. Yeah, really top guy. We actually could have had an opportunity to play in a team league that he ended up winning, that I was playing in, but unfortunately my team dropped before we got to play. But I was really looking forward to that, and just a guy that, like, every time I'm in a league and he's in it, I like hope to see him on my schedule. Actually, I think we've maybe played 3 times now. How many times did I say? I don't know. Anyway, we've played a bunch of times. He always gets the better of me. The team that we've got today, I'm going to say it out loud because I don't know it. Apparently, I built this team at some point. I have no idea when, because I thought I hadn't built for our last game. Maybe when I was ill or something. I have a tendency to build teams when I can't sleep. Some of you will know I struggle with sleep issues. And I just don't remember building them a lot of the time. So anyway, we have a physically defensive, somewhat physically offensive Piloswine. I'm guessing with an attack investment to do something. Ice Shard, Ice Crash, Earthquake, Rocks. We have a Leftovers, Prankster, Whimsicott with Stun Spore, Double Stab, and U-Turn. Pretty simple, quite physically defensive. I imagine once we see his team, we're probably going to want to spread Stun Spores around early as a good form of speed control. We have a Life Orb, Scolipede, which has Protect. I'm guessing from the fact that I'm Life Orb and not Boots, and I'm Protect over Sword Stance, this thing is really supposed to be a just get things chipped down for this to clean in the end game. Or maybe get the final piece of chip for a different cleaner, but I don't think we'll be seeing that early game as a revenge killer much. It's also Adamant, which I don't tend to like Adamant Scolipede as a revenge killer because you have to protect a lot of the time. Potentially it is one for the Zeraora, I suppose. Then we have Choice Scarf, Porygon, as you can see, with Trick, Stab plus Dark Pulse so that we can hit the Runerigus. We have Sub Magneton, which makes no sense. I wonder if he made trades since I built this team. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I really don't know what that's about. Maybe if the Runerigus got tricked? Question mark. Any answers are welcome. With Safety Goggles coming out of Roserade, I would assume. And a Choice Band Urshifu. Obviously just meant to wall break. So he does bring the Togetic, which is clearly going to be his Urshifu answer. And likely to have... unlikely to have Boots, given it needs an Eviolite for bulk. So with that in mind, Rocks early looks really good. I don't like Zeraora ever, so also stopping a Zeraora lead, which could be Zeraora play rough for Urshifu, seems good. It feels lazy just leading with the Rocks lead in the semi-final, but I just think Hazard's look incredible in this game, and I do want to get them up at some point, and I don't have any momentum on my team barring U-Turn Whimsicott. What does that bring in? That brings in the Elephant, which then could get me Rocks up. So, yeah, I do have other options to pivot into Zermatt, potentially. Good luck, have fun to Vepsis. I've already said that to him in DMs, but, you know, good luck, have fun to him anyway. Let me see. Got my sets imported. Okay, let's get a notepad open. I should be writing down his team. Copper Raja, Slowbro. Am I thick fat on this, or did I build this team before I remembered that this thing had thick fat? Oh, I do have thick fat on it. Okay. I'm going to be really aggressive. It's not good for Zeraora in the end game, but I'm just going to be really aggressive because I want them up just early. I want them up really early. I'm pretty sure we'll take 1 Scald from this thing. It's likely to be defensive and uninvested. Please don't burn me. We do take that. We do get burnt, which sucks. It's fine. It is what it is. Bulk Up Zeraora just got a little bit more threatening, but it got a lot more threatening. But I suppose I have Choice Scarf Tokyo for that. So I wanted Rocks up before I made this play because I just want to be able to force some pivots, I think, and get chip in that process. So when I U-turn out here, I want to be able to... Okay, so it's Trick Room. I really wish I'd brought Encore right now. Did not bring Encore right now. So we could see an Ice Beam here. Maybe that damage he did to my... We could easily see a Copper Raja though. Oh, and Copper Raja has play rough. I'm going to really struggle with Copper Raja under Trick Room. Holy moly, I'm going to struggle with Copper Raja under Trick Room. Holy shit. Heavy Slam, play rough, Earthquake. Goodbye, whole team. Alright, yeah, okay. I have to Stun Spore here on the Copper Raja. Try and snag a Paralysis. Waste some turns with Para Hacks, boys. Yeah, didn't prep for that. That's pretty cool by him. It's very cool by him. So we should see a Heavy Slam here. I could try and make some pivots around it too. This thing's a threat, man. Huge threat. Didn't expect to see the Trick Room there at all. At all. So if he Earthquakes, good fucking play. Heavy Slam, good. Still chunks. Unfortunately, we don't have leftovers, so this is all just permanent damage. He should either Earthquake or double Heavy Slam, or... Oh, I don't have Protect on anything. One time I don't run Protect, man. Or Superpower, maybe. I really don't want to lose Whimsicott this early. But Zermat's a really just nothing play. Zermat's really just a nothing play. I want to do it, but it's just a nothing. It's such a nothing, it's painful. Yeah, okay. How many turns of Trick Room left, and how am I going to handle Zero Aura the way things are going? Great early game bring by him. Please tell me this is the last turn. This is the last turn, so this is where we want to get in something that can revenge kill this the next turn, and that's not easy to do on a Heavy Slam, so I think we sack Zermat, which should die to this Heavy Slam, and we don't let him get into the Trick Room up. Fuck you now. Fuck you now. We're probably going to lose in the late game to this. I struggle to believe we won't, because Slowbro is very good at getting Trick Room up. As he goes for the double Earthquake, predicting the Magneton to try and stall out the Trick Room. Which does mean he can go back to Slowbro here, which does mean he can get Trick Room up again. So I can... I can... Do I pivot expecting that? Or does he just take his KO? I wish I had fucking Raw, man. I usually bring Raw. Shit. Got to get this right, because if he gets another Trick Room up, that's super bad. That's so bad. I think we... Oh, fuck. I thought he'd Heavy Slam there. That's not gone so well for us. Let's see. Shit, man. I think I'm going to fucking do this. Oh, please tell me I've got this right. I don't even know what item he is. Oh, fuck. This doesn't feel good at all. Whew. Okay. That didn't feel good at all. Didn't like doing that. Never want to have to do that again. But we had to, I think. He's probably fucking Culberberry from the lack of item there. Which means this is probably going back up. I can't try and predict the Togetic and Eye-Head. I can't. So I'm just going to Wicked Blow. I would love to U-turn. Predicting that. But ultimately, I don't think that's the right play to make. He can get his Trick Room up again if that's the one he chooses to go for. He doesn't. Fantastic. That's amazing. I'd rather that. Just please don't fucking burn me again. Awesome. Right, okay. Slowbro is low. He can regen it off and go into Togetic, but Togetic will take quite a lot from a Banded Wicked Blow. This thing now can't take another one of these, which means that we have to try and keep it out because we don't want Trick Room going up. But, hey, shout out to Aquarius. But we can try and keep the pressure on still. How many Pokemon have I written down here? 2, 4, 5. I'm missing one of his Pokemon on my version of his team. So obviously that isn't a KO. I do, however, think he's forced to Roost. So I can bring in I can bring in you. This is going to be tough, lads. This is going to be really fucking tough. Man, he's... Oh, that's the last thing he's got. He's got the ground thing, which is why I didn't go into Magneton just there, by the way, if you want to know my thought process. I don't think the Magneton's in the right position just yet until that the ground thing's tricked. That's when it's in the right position. So, that's exactly what I'm going to go for here. I don't have great revenge killers for Zeraora without this, but I do have Protect on Scolipede. If you sub Zeraora, which I think Plasma Fists, play rough, probably wants Grass Knot or Close Combat. It's a toss-up between Bulk Up and maybe something else last move. Maybe sub, but if he's sub and he subs on my Protects with Scolipede, we're just in a really bad spot. Really bad spot, but that's you got to play to the outs that you can see. Runerigus, that's the ground Pokemon. I couldn't think of his name. Now we could see the Carbaraja come out here, but I doubt it. I don't think that's the one he'd go into. As he goes into this, okay, interesting. Why was this switching on a potential? Just because he thinks I'm gonna be Trick? All right, we get a Choice Scarf. Sorry, we get an Assault Vest. He gets a Choice Scarf. That's not actually the worst thing in the world. Close Combat is going to destroy me. I would think. So... Blaze Kick. He's not Blaze Kicking. He's Plasma Fisting or Close Combating, I think. Could Volt Switch if he's Volt Switch. Assault Vest suggested he wasn't sub or whatever. This actually isn't great for us. I'm shocked this was the switch. I guess predicting the Thunderbolt? Okay, Close Combat. So we know he's going to switch out here. He's not going to stay in and double CC on me. There's just no point. He's going to go into either the Copperajah or the Roserade. He doesn't give us the Runerigus for the Scarf, which sucks. But it's still manageable, and I can U-turn here. I'm not going to Moonblast or anything like that, because it's just, there's no point. Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, there's too much with the Copperajah Roserade options. There's too much, and I can get in a better Wall Breaker than this on either of those. This is where momentum and pivoting is how you need to play it, is to think, you know, is it right to attack, to bring in a better Wall Breaker, or is it better to Wall Break here and now? And in my opinion, in this case, it's better to bring in the other Wall Breaker. So we're going to turn out. Now, he could be Choice Scarf on this thing. Do you think Banded Ironhead kills from this range? Do you think Flash Cannon? I am Analytic, max Flash Cannon. I think I've got to chunk down the Runerigus at some point. So... because I don't know if this thing is Scarf yet, I'd like to see a Black Sludge pop here or something like that to give me some intel. But not knowing what item this thing is yet, I'm going to go into Sheffield and Flash Cannon. Okay, good. So it is Black Sludge, so we do know that now in future we can bring in the Urshifu and we can try and play. Maybe after another round of rocks, he might be in range of the Banded Ironhead, which means we can remove the prediction element. Although, of course, then we have to worry about whether he doubles into Slowbro. We do outrun him. He does go for the aromatherapy, getting rid of the paralysis on his Copperajah. He'll have seen there that we are no boosting item from that damage. Can he synthesis this off? Is he? Yeah, I think he can, because we're not slower than him. Fuck me, man. I didn't expect this thing to be so slow and bulky. Okay, so he's going to synthesis here. But we can still fish for Spadef drops, and I don't know what he really does when we land one. because I don't know really what he's going to hit me with when he decides to hit me. So I'm going to Flash Cannon again. At some point, I probably do want to bring in Urshifu, but I need to do it on a turn where he's synthesizing it up. So, and as I say, if we get a Spadef drop at any point, it makes his life a lot harder. So, and if he switches at any point, we're going to get some decent damage off. As he goes for the extra sensory, so the Psychic. Predicting what on my team? Predicting a Scolipede? Interesting one. Not sure about that. Again, I'm just going to keep fishing here. At some point, I might Thunderbolt, potentially trying to catch a Slowbro that could come in, regen, and switch. It might be now. Might be now that I make that play. Do I think he goes Runerigus on a potential Analytic Flash Cannon? I think he goes Slowbro and tries to get some regen. I think he's switching one way or another. Do I want to be that aggressive? Yeah, this is I could just Toxic as the middle ground. I don't think that gets me enough. I could double Urshifu. If I really think one of those two is coming out. No, if I'm calling the Slowbro, I Thunderbolt because the point is to stop its regen. Fuck, do I make that call? Yeah, I'm making that call, lads. I might get this wrong. But I think he's switching. And I don't know if he wants to take the... fuck! Okay, Toxic would have been better. But he's going to be Choice Scarf locked in. We know that. Again, a CC seems like a decent play. Blaze Kick seems like a reasonable play. I absolutely want to keep my Zermatt sack in the back, so I'm going to have to use Storm again. Okay. I'm not getting much momentum here. Like, I'm not breaking him very well. A Toxic there would have been far better. Far, far better. I just didn't want to let this... okay, Fire Punch. Yeah, I thought it was Blaze Kick, but it's Fire Punch. It's the same... net effect. That really sucks. I just don't really switch into this anymore, actually, which is something I didn't consider if he had this, which he probably did from it being Assault Vest. How was I going to switch into it once I scouted for it? I wasn't. So I really should have been sacking Zermatt. Zermatt is absolutely my sack. Whimsicott's still useful. That's a poor play by me going into Whimsicott there. Yeah, that wasn't a good play because the fire move was so free and I haven't got a fire resist on my team, so why wouldn't he go for that? Really poor play by me. Can't believe I take that. I'm going to get off some chips so at least we negate the little bit that he got back from Thunderbolt. It's not going to do a lot. I'm burnt, but I'll get a little bit of chip off on him. So, and then we can bring in... the Porygon. I think it has to be the Porygon. And he's really dominating this game right now. This thing's in a phenomenal position. I think I have to try attack. I would love to Dark Pulse predicting the Groundmon. But ultimately, I think he's in a position where he could afford to let this go, just to keep on the pressure. I don't feel like he has to go. I think he will, though. I think he will go Runerigus. I should have trusted my gut, man. It's just he doesn't have to. Like, he's by no means forced. You could stay in and just let this go down. Yeah, I should have trusted my gut there. Alright, that's not so bad then. I know I'm going to outrun this thing. So this thing's going to just get blown up, I think. Like, you know. This is still a modest try attack, like, yeah, it's not taking it. We freeze, it doesn't matter. My best play is to Dark Pulse. There's no reason for me to give him the potential sack of, or the potential switch into Runerigus to preserve this as a sack, so I'm just going to Dark Pulse. I guess I did get lucky with the freeze there then. It made that play easier. I might have tri-attacked if it wasn't frozen, to be honest with you. Because I might have thought, we might not kill here. But again, There's no reason for me to do that. Yeah, we probably did get a little lucky getting the freeze. Well, we definitely did, but like it probably made that play easier for me. Right, Roserade goes down. How do I win this game? That's the crucial thing I need to keep track of. Why do I fucking not have Throat Chop on Scolipede? I don't have Poison Jab either. How pissed was I when I made this team? Jesus. I'm Earthquake, Megahorn, Rock Slide. What the fuck is Megahorn for? I guess the Slowbro. We're not a million miles off being able to do this. I don't know if we take a Plasma Fist. I don't know if he just sweeps us with Plasma Fist now. I have to just try attack, I think, and get damage on this thing if I can. I'd love to go into the Magneton on the Plasma Fist, but of course he's close combat. Duh. Yeah, I forgot that. Brain fight in there. It's too early to go to game with Scolipede because of the Runerigus. That's not a thing I can do. He might just sweep me. He might just flat out sweep me if I don't. Alright, so I've got to get damage off here. I think we're going to see the Runerigus or the Copperajah come in. I don't think we're going to see the Togetic or the Slowbro. I don't think that's likely. So I'm just going to Earthquake. Yeah, I'm going to Earthquake. It hits everything for reasonable damage. So I'm going to Life Orb Earthquake. We are adamant. Endgame's fuck. I've not played this well. Yeah, okay. Well, this is good though. This is good. I did need Chip on this. He's Heavy Duty Boots on this. Interesting. He did not want to let this get Hazard stacked down. He knew this was important. That's really interesting. I could see him going for Rocks here, now knowing this is Life Orb. He could just as easily Will-O-Wisp. He could just as easily Poltergeist, not wanting me to sub. I'm not going to be sub. I'm not going to be sub Life Orb. So I've just got to bring in my Breaker. I've just got to do it now. I'm at the point where I've just got to do it. I don't have a ton of other plays, and I need to keep the Magneton so that... of course, yeah, of course. That makes... I didn't even think about that. That makes complete sense. I did think about it earlier in the game, and then I've just been playing this so rough that it completely escaped my mind. So if he lets this go down... I do have Protect on Scolipede. I forgot that earlier. I can potentially stall out Trick Room with Scolipede and then reverse sweep. Question mark. Big fucking question mark. Is he going to let this go down? Maybe. Maybe. Because Togetic isn't great under Trick Room. Like, that's not super great for him. No, he's not. He's not. Vebs is not giving me any outs. This man has a stranglehold on this game, and he is just keeping his foot on my neck, man. He's not letting me fucking get any alleyway where I can pull some shenanigans here. Not at all. Right. Okay. We need to figure some maths out right now. I think we've lost. I think we'd lost early. The Trick Room early on, fucking great prep. And this is some shit that I would love to run as well. That's what's tilted me a little bit. Is in my head this whole game I've been like, man, this feels like some shit I would run. I love it. Let's think. Play rough, heavy slam, earthquake. If I put this in range of Plasma Fist, we lose to Zeraora anyway, unless we can get enough protects off. How many turns of Trick Room left? I'm not so low on time. 3 turns of Trick Room. If I sack one here, protect one, that leaves 1 turn. I sack another. Alright. Please don't Earthquake Vepsis. Please don't. Please say you still live a Plasma Fist after this. I'm banking on that. I have no idea if we do. But I'm riding on that. I'm riding on that notion that maybe we can live another... we can live a Plasma Fist. I think I have to at some point. He does Earthquake. He's not making any predictions. I can understand why he really doesn't have to, and that kills anyway. So I think Do I have to protect and then sack? Ugh. How many turns of Trick Room are left? He had 3 left. We switched into Magneton on 1. That left him with 2. We switched into this. That left him with 1. So Protect would get rid of it this next turn. And then Earthquake will kill? Question mark? Or do I need to sack Sheffield to try and then bring in Urshifu to then Wicked Blow to then try and sweep with Scolipede? That can't outrun Scarf Zeraora. Man, him getting that Scarf is so big. And can't kill Runarigus without any chip on it. I don't think I can do that, can I? So I think I have to... sack... He wins. All he has to do is not, unless does Life Orb Earthquake kill this thing? There's no way, right? There's no way that Life Orb Earthquake kills this thing, even with Adamant. If he's just like max HP, no defense, max HP. Oh, it might. Okay, that's my out then. My out is to not sack Sheffield here. It's not much of an out. To protect, to stall out a turn, Trick Room to Earthquake and kill him next turn. He could, of course, be Sugarberry. We haven't seen that. I've got to find an out, and this is an out, maybe at best, probably with a Rock Slide Flinch thrown in for good measure. As he actually switches, I guess, predicting the protect. Fucking hell, hell of a play, hell of a play, hell of a play. That's winning the game, and it deserves to win him the game, Had I Earthquake there, maybe we could have done this. Fair play. Very good play. I'm going to Earthquake here. I think he's going to Trick Room and then he wins. But I need damage on this to do anything. So let's go for the Earthquake, see if we can do anything later game. Trick Room. Do I think he switches here? On my Protect, do I think he Earthquakes? Can I do anything if he Earthquakes? I can maybe go into Urshifu and live an Earthquake, stall out a turn of Trick Room. That's a tough line to take, but I think I have to get this call right to have any footing in this game. If I go into Urshifu and he Earthquakes, I'm okay-ish. I can then sack the Urshifu the next turn. I feel like he's going to stay in. I really do. In which case I'm going to Protect. I don't think he's going to go hard Copperajah, because if I Earthquake on the Copperajah, it's just not great for him. Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think he was going to risk that, because I don't think he needs to risk that. Yeah, he Earthquakes here. Okay, fine. We get another turn of Trick Room down. Hell of a play by him. I am rapidly running out of time, I know. I just, if I double Protect, sack the Magneton, at some point I have to get damage off on this. And I'm not, because he's got the fucking... I can't do this without getting any damage off on him at some point. Or critting an Earthquake. That seems really not a good line to take. I know I'm nearly out of time. I'm going to make my plays quickly once I've thought about them more. I think I Earthquake here. Then I try and double Protect. I hope we live with enough to live a couple of Life Orb hits. We do. Fantastic. How many turns of Trick Room left? 2 turns of Trick Room left. This doesn't let him do anything too funky. If he tries to like reverse the Trick Room here, or tries to go Copperajah here, or I don't fucking know what here, it doesn't let him do anything too funky, and I think we'll live an Earthquake to the point where I can... Oh, fuck Fuck me, Vepsis. Fuck GG, man. G fucking G, man. That's a fucking play. That's a fucking play. Because he knows that I'm not going to Earthquake again. He knows I'm either going to protect or I'm going to switch out. And that kills me either fucking way. Play. Good play. Good fucking play. This is why this man is a good player. This is why everyone should be watching Vepsis if you want to learn more about Drafty. Because that's a very elite level play. And I know you may think, like, that's minor, like, but he's just killed all bases there. Because he knows I'm not Earthquaking again. Had I Earthquaked again, I might have been able to win this game. I might have been able to win this game. Fuck! Man, he got me. I didn't think about that as an option. I was like, okay, so his Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp, Poltergeist, Earthquake, something like that, right? It didn't even enter my mind, and now he sweeps me with Close Combat. Ah, G fucking G, man. Yeah, I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad. He deserves this win. Fully deserves this win. He's outplayed me on multiple occasions this game. Multiple fucking occasions. I don't think Scolipede lives rocks. If it does, it doesn't live enough life orb hits to matter in this game. He can switch this thing out and win the game from that point. So, because what I could do is I could go Scolipede here, try and get a double protect, and maybe we live rocks, try and get a double protect, and then reverse sweep him. Not gonna happen. I don't have enough life orb hits left in me. And maybe if I wasn't life orb, I could have done better this game, but I probably wouldn't have had the damage output. If I was heavy duty boots, I probably wouldn't have had the damage output to even get to this point. So I'm going to lose on timer, but it doesn't fucking matter. He'd won this game absolutely regardless. It's a very good game, worthy of a semi-final loss, man. This guy is, I don't know if it was semi-finals last season or quarterfinals he knocked me out, but back-to-back seasons UBL, we've fallen at the Vepsis. Yeah, see, he's even... it doesn't matter. I haven't got enough life orb hits to do anything about this. I haven't got enough time to do anything about this. But even so, I haven't got enough life orb hits. I would have to rock slide here. I would then go down and he'd win with close combat. But he's not even gonna let me kill his. I guess if he let me kill his Zero Aura, maybe my Magneton could para the Copperager with Thunderbolt and break through the Copperager that way. Actually, so yeah, he has 100%. Solidified the game. I'm already opening Discord to drop him a GG. Wow. GG, man. You fucking demolished me. Holy shit. I forgot the shit. I just put holy shit. Man. I love seeing Copperager do something for starters. I love seeing Trick Room do something for seconds. I'm not even mad. It is what it is. We had a good run. Your Bristol Drifloons, we had a good run, and I believe was this our first league? No, it was our second league as a team. This was good because I don't know if I'll be back for UBL. I don't know if I'll be invited back for UBL, to be frank. Like, my upload schedule, as you guys well know, has been piss poor. My ability to hit deadlines with games has been really bad. Not just because of me, because of external reasons, but nevertheless, I may never be invited back for UBL again, and I wouldn't honestly blame the people that run it because I haven't been a good coach, and I'm always the one that will be critical and self-critical of things like that. Secondly, even if I did get invited back, I don't 100% know if I will be participating in draft leagues after BBR wraps up. I'm struggling even to do that. So this may be my last season in the UBL, and it feels very difficult to lose in the semi-finals. I didn't make a UBL final once, and it's gutting because I feel like I've always had really strong performances in this league. We've always made playoffs. We've always had good drafts, but just never gone the distance. But it feels right to lose to Vepsis as well, man. And on that play as well, because if I had Earthquake there, like, make no mistake, had I Earthquake there, if I'd had Poison Jab, which he didn't know I had a Rock Slide, my Earthquake would have killed the Zero Aura, my Earthquake would have killed the Copperager, it looks like, depending on his defense investment / Shooker or not Shooker, and my Poison Jab would have killed the Togetic after Stealth Rocks. So for him to click Stealth Rocks with that Runerigus, fucking just saying there's no way you're not protecting or switching out is a game-winning play worthy of it, because it took fucking balls and it was the correct play to make. 100% of the time, I think. You could argue he should have earthquaked again, but then had I got in Urshifu like I did, maybe I had a chance in that end game with Scolipede by getting like a double protect on the Zera Aura and then outrunning his whole team. So yeah, just he's just messaged me, blame Aquarius for the Trick Room idea. Yeah, and I bet when Aquarius, if you're watching this, I bet when you fucking gave him the Trick Room team, you were like, this is something Matt would run. Matthew would do this with Copperaja. He'd fucking love this shit. Let's fuck him over with it. I bet you did. Trick Room Copperaja, man. I can't even be mad. So yeah, anyway, a game I think worthy of ending our season. I really enjoyed that. For me, the joy of Draft League, I'm just rambling. I don't know who's still here, but if you're still here, shout out to you. The joy of Draft League, the reason that I find this so hard to walk away from is these games where, let's go deep. Who's still here? If you're still here, let's go deep. Let's you and I talk for a minute. I might put myself full face cam right now. I don't know if I have, but I might. The joy of Draft League for me is I have, some of you will understand why, some of you can probably guess why. I have a lot of trouble in life concentrating. Those of you that know me well or have watched series that I've done, even probably this, will see that I lack focus. I'm not good at it, probably biologically. And there are moments in Draft League where an opponent pushes you to your limits, and those are one of my few moments in life, along with football and a few other things that I'm completely addicted to, where I get clarity, where my brain just finally fucking kicks into gear for once in my damn life, and I can focus on something. Doesn't always happen, but these games come maybe twice a season. And this was one of those where, even though I wasn't reading what he was going to do, seeing him do things was like giving me that dopamine hit, giving me those endorphins, like seeing that those Stealth Rocks play. Because first and foremost, like, make no mistake, like, I am a fan of Vepsis and I am a fan of Pokemon Draft League, so I fucking love seeing that shit. And yeah, these are the games where I find it so hard to give up, because yeah, maybe for 10 games a season I go into autopilot, and that's no discredit to those players. That can happen against any player. It's just me, really. But then a game like this comes along where you are engaged, where you are alive, and you get pushed to your limits, and it's bliss for me. It is absolute bliss for me. I used to say, me and Dean used to talk about this, that our favourite bit of Draft League was drafting, was thinking about team composition. Obviously, I did a lot of analysis videos on that. And I do love that. I love that as something to really focus on and get stuck into over a period of time. But there's no high like the battles, when you get the good battle. And I think it took me a while to realise that, to get those games where I was a good enough player to get that thrill of the unexpected and being pushed. So, yeah, just fucking awesome. Super happy. I know I shouldn't be this buzzing after a loss, but like, I'm just it's like this is the most conceited thing I've ever said, and a reference that not all of you will get. It's like One Punch Man, right? When Saitama, not that I'm One Punch Man or Saitama at all, but when he has those moments where he gets a good fight, it's like, fuck yes, and that's how I feel. Not that plenty of people can't offer me good fights, they definitely can. It's just I struggle to focus in life and engage in those fights most of the time. So I'm on a bit of a high right now, because that was electric for me, absolutely electric. So yeah, GG to Vepsis. He's made me a very happy man, as you can tell. I'm pretty sure that was some form of sex we just had. Never slept with a Finn before, but first time for every Finn. So that's how we're going to end our season. Thank you so much for listening around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.